In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 niche brands. Not necessarily my top 10 niche fragrances, but my top 10 niche brands, okay? So if you're into niche, you should watch this video. What's up? What's up, frag heads, fragrance lovers, and friends? My name is Amanda Marie, and over here I love to discuss all things fragrance. So if you're someone that is into smelling good, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Now, if you're new to this series or new to this channel, you just clicked on this video, what I'm doing is my top 10 series. So basically, I'm creating videos where I'm running down my top 10 favorite designers, niche, ouds, gourmands, like you name it. I will be creating a playlist for you guys, that way y'all don't have to like comb through all my other videos to find your top 10 whatever you're looking for. Okay, I love these niche brands. Okay, every time they come out with a new release, I'm super excited to smell the fragrance. They always coming out with something like hot and fresh, exciting and new. Here lately, I've had a tendency to like gravitate more towards niche fragrances because I feel like they have more of a say-so in their fragrances. I feel like a lot of us are exploring more niche, in my opinion. As I'm watching like other influencers, other reviewers, TikTok videos, Instagram reels, and things like that, I feel like I see more people talking about niche than they are designers. So I feel like that's the wave right now, is niche. I do have two honorable mentions that I want to talk about, and the reason why they're honorable mentions and they're not in my top 10 is because I only have one fragrance from the brand. I haven't explored a lot of their other fragrances. So actually I have three honorable mentions. While I was recording this video, I forgot about a brand that I wanted to put in this video. Okay, so I have three honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is Mancera. I have about 3 or 4 Mancera fragrances in my collection. I have Red Tobacco, and if you're not aware, they have just released an intense version of Red Tobacco. I can't imagine what that is going to give, because Red Tobacco is explosive. Okay, so I'm really excited to put my nose on that one. I probably would get a sample of it just to see what it's giving. I also have Instant Crush, and I like Mancera. I want to get more into Mancera. I do want to get more into Montal. I have smelled pretty much everything from Montal, and nothing really just like moved me to buy it. The fragrances are great. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do like Montal and Mancera, but I like Mancera a little bit more. Another honorable mention is Fragrance Du Bois. Fragrance Du Bois has some heavy hitter fragrances. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This one I have in my hand is Milano. It's the only Fragrance Du Bois fragrance that I have, because Fragrance Du Bois is very expensive. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. And another thing about Fragrance Du Bois, I don't think they're in stores. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like they could be in Neiman Marcus. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. But I would love to explore more of their fragrances, but I do enjoy Milano. Also, Nichane. Nichane, yes ma'am, Nichane is definitely on the map. I mean, they just came out with Annie X, which I hear a lot of great things about. This is Annie. There's a little bit of a dent in this bottle. Somewhat spicy vanillic fragrance that I actually do love. Get plenty of compliments on this fragrance when I wear it. So I do want to explore more Nichane. They are available in Saks because I've seen it on the website, and I feel like I've seen it in store. I'm pretty sure they're in Saks. So let's get into my top 10. Anytime I hear any buzz about this brand, like they're coming out with something new, they just released a new fragrance called Valaya, and when I tell you it is fire, it is definitely on my wish list for this year. I probably will end up buying that fragrance for my birthday or something like that. Hell, I might just go ahead and charge it and get it. I don't know, I haven't made up my mind yet. I have so many fragrances, and I'm trying to really just put some dents in some bottles and use what I have before I just keep on buying new fragrances. I love Parfum de Marly. I love them. You can find them at Nordstrom. You can find them anywhere. Okay, so if you want to go explore Parfums de Marly, I would say go to Nordstrom's. But y'all, definitely a brand that you should look into because their fragrances are amazing. The one I have in my hand right now is Cassili. This is a beautiful, sweet, creamy, white floral fragrance with a little bit of musk. I want to say there is some peach in here. Not 100% sure, but it is absolutely gorgeous, super feminine. It's just so pretty. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say it doesn't last long. I would agree with you 100%. But you know, sometimes you do run into fragrances that smell so good. Unfortunately, they just don't last that long on the skin. This happens to be one of them for me. I don't really care. I would just put it in a decant and maybe top off when I need to and keep it pushing. I have 2 Parfum de Marly fragrances on my wish list at the current moment, and that is Delina Rosé and Valaya. If you have not smelled Valaya, baby girl, what is you waiting on? Like, you need to go put your nose on that fragrance immediately, okay? Immediately. House of Sillage. Now this that I'm holding in my hand is Whispers of Truth. It smells a lot like Baccarat, except it's heavier on the citrus. It has caramel in this one as well, so I feel like it's a little bit sweeter in my opinion. I have Wonder Woman 84, which y'all know they just brought that back. Is it an anniversary release? I can't remember, but I did look at the notes, and the notes look similar to the original Wonder Woman 84 release, and that fragrance is running about $400, okay? $400, all right? For who? I can't see it, okay? Not right now. I also have the Minnie Mouse fragrance. I have the Mickey Mouse fragrance. I have Benevolence, and I have decants of Whispers of, girl, what is it? And I have travel sprays of Love is in the Air. So as y'all can see, I'm a big fan of House of Sillage. They need to go and put me on their PR list. I did reach out via Instagram to House of Sillage asking to be put on their PR list, and it was crickets. So y'all go flood their DMs for me, okay, on Instagram, and to ask them politely, okay, to put the Amanda Marie on their PR list, because I do love their fragrances and I talk about them all the time in videos, on my social medias, on my YouTube channel, everything, you know what I'm saying? So I do like House of Sillage, and I always tell y'all, get on that mailing list, the email mailing list, because they running sales literally all the time. I probably get about 3 emails from them a day, maybe 4. So yeah, if you're interested in the House of Sillage fragrances, get on the email list so you don't miss out on any discounts or sales that they're running at the moment. Y'all already knew I was gonna bring up a Kilian fragrance. Kilian is just top tier for me, okay? Kilian fragrances are very romanticized, if that makes sense. If you guys have ever, like, I know he probably doesn't do it much anymore, but when COVID first hit, everybody was jumping on and doing Instagram lives, and I caught a live of Kilian one day, I think 2 of them, and he just has this very je ne sais quoi vibe to him, very laid back, mannerism, very kind of mysterious and a little sexy, and I feel like he gives off those vibes in his fragrances. These fragrances are not necessarily like in your face fragrances. These fragrances are meant to be very sensual. They're meant to sit very close to the skin, okay? I feel like that's the whole essence behind his brand. Very sexy, very mysterious. If y'all don't know who Kilian is over the whole Hennessy family. I want to say Dom Moet. I was about to say Dom Perignon, but I feel like it's Moet. So it's Hennessy, Moet, and Louis Vuitton. Okay, so his pockets is fat. You understand? I love how they make me feel very feminine. And Kilian fragrances help me to tap more into my feminine, softer side. I don't want to always have that masculine energy on me. So I like to wear Kilian fragrances when I am, you know, in the mood to be soft and feminine and flirty and sexy and things like that. So I love Kilian. I really just recently got into Byredo fragrances. This one is called Unnamed. Even though there's something written on the bottle, it is my nickname, Mandy. Okay, but this comes, it's called Unnamed. The label comes blank and it just says Byredo. This is a beautiful solar skin scent with notes of like pink pepper, gin, orris, or iris. It comes off very powdery in the dry down. And I know y'all gonna say Byredo fragrances don't last long. And I feel like that's the case with a lot of people. What lasts long on me may not necessarily last long on you. We all have different pH levels, skin chemistry, and things of that nature. And y'all know I say this all the time. How a fragrance will perform on me will not necessarily be the same way for you. So different boat float. Different boats, okay? All right, the experience is gonna be different for the both of us, but for me, I have no issue with longevity when it comes to Byredo fragrances. I have went to Nordstrom's and pretty much put my nose on maybe not all of the Byredo fragrances, but the majority. I have Mojave Ghost. I wanna say Mojave Ghost was my first Byredo purchase, and now I have Unnamed. I want to add Sundance to my collection, and I want to add Antique Vanille or Vanilla. It's like Byredo kind of sits right in the middle of something very simple and complex, if that makes sense. I do feel like there is a Byredo DNA ingrained in mostly all of their fragrances, like limited edition fragrance. So I'm not for sure if it's still available, but go check out the Byredo website. I did pick mine up at Saks, okay, if you're interested. About Chris Collins, y'all can't see that, but this is his Anima Discovery set. You get Citrus Grenadise, you get Lost in Paradise, and you get Long Kiss Goodnight. My fave is Long Kiss Goodnight, #1, and then #2 is gonna be Citrus Grenadise. In this Traveler, I have a fragrance called African Rooibos. Oh my God. When I tell you African Rooibos, oh, girl, oh. Rooibos is an African tea. But you get the cinnamon in here or some kind of spice in this fragrance. It has a lot of depth. It's super sexy. I have decided that I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger and get a full-size bottle of African Rooibos, and I'm gonna get a full-size bottle of Long Kiss Goodnight, because both of those are so amazing. And there's another one, is it called Sweet Taboo? Is it called Sweet Taboo? I can't remember. But yeah, y'all go check out the world of Chris Collins. When I tell you, he has some amazing fragrances, and he was taught by the best, okay? His mentor is Kilian. Definitely pick up on the knowledge and the influence that Kilian has gave him in regard to fragrances, because he took it and ran with it. Like, he took it and ran with it, and it's simply amazing. So I had to include Chris Collins in my top 10 niche brands, because he's definitely someone that you guys should check out. Beautiful fragrances, beautiful. Tiziana Terenzi has a slew, okay? A busload of fragrances. Like, I can't even go down the line with you guys on all her fragrances. All I can say is go to Fragrantica and you will get the whole rundown of all her fragrances. She just makes some bangers. I have about 4 in my collection. I have Deluxe right here. I have Cabria, the 2022 release. I have Tibet, and I have Papora. Now, Tiziana Terenzi fragrances are very different in the opening. You have any Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, that opening can be very, you know, ooh, the opening really sometimes will make you think like, damn, what did I just buy? But once it dries down, y'all, the fragrance, it's so beautiful. So here are a few Tiziana Terenzi fragrances I would suggest. Halle, I would suggest Hale-Bopp, I would suggest Kirk or Kirke, I would suggest Deluxe, I would suggest Tibet. Okay, those are just a few of the Tiziana Terenzi fragrances that I would suggest that y'all put y'all nose on. But Tiziana Terenzi's been doing it. Like she is up there, okay, top tier when it comes to fragrances. I love the brand. I love what her and her brother are doing. They're super nice. I mean, I can't say nothing bad about this brand. I know that these are available at Neiman Marcus. I can't say if I've seen them at Saks, but you can go and smell these at Neiman Marcus. Put your nose on them, see what you like. Oh, you know what, I'm lying. They are available at Saks. I smelled Hale-Bopp at Saks. So yes, again, this is Tiziana Terenzi in my top 10 niche brands. So I really don't have to talk about this brand too much. This is Maison Francis Kurkdjian de Jean. I like Maison Francis Kurkdjian de Jean. I do get excited when I hear that there's some new releases coming out with this brand. Y'all know the most popular one is Baccarat Rouge 540. I think after that, the next popular one is going to be Gentle Fluidity Gold, which I have here in a cute little 1.2 ml. And as y'all can see, baby, this has the biggest dent in it. This is really pretty. This is vanilla, juniper berry, a little musk. It's gorgeous, very feminine. I enjoy it a lot. Definitely full bottle worthy. I feel like I am going to, when this is empty, buy me maybe another little 1.2. I don't know if I'm gonna buy a full size bottle, but we'll see. But I do enjoy this fragrance a lot. I do enjoy that brand as a whole a lot. I go there. I've literally smelled every last one of his fragrances. And if you don't know about Maison Francis Kurkdjian de Jean, he is the nose behind a lot of fragrances. If you have a collection right now, go on Fragrantica, look up your fragrances, and I guarantee you he has probably been the nose behind at least 1 or 2 fragrances that's sitting on your dresser right now. I promise you. He is just that major, okay? He's very major. And he has his own line. So there you go. But I love his brand a lot. I think the fragrances, most of them are worth the coin. I do believe so, because they just smell very rich, elegant, and elevated. You know, we love a good, you know what I'm saying, rich fragrance. Okay, everybody loves to smell like money. So I like his brand a lot. Get really excited about his fragrances, even though I can barely afford them damn fragrances. But anyway, it took me a whole year to buy this fragrance. Which I don't know why. It took me a long time to get this fragrance. I actually have 2 of them in my collection now. And I want more. I'm not even gonna lie. I want the ones that are in the amber bottles. But this is Louis World. I feel like this is called Louis World. Louis Rouge. That's what it is. It's called Louis Rouge from Christian Louboutin. You guys know who Christian Louboutin is. Y'all probably got a pair of red bottoms in your closet right now that you can't wear because them shoes is not made for black women feet. Tell me I'm lying. Because I got a pair of them and my foot is not that damn big. Them shoes hurt. Granted, they look good, I mean, on my feet, baby, and I be suffering for my art. But baby, if my feet could talk, after I take them shoes out, they would literally cuss me the hell out. Anyway, but we still love them, right? Of course we do. But yes, this is Louis Rouge by Christian Louboutin, and when I tell you guys, this is beautiful. Spray a little bit on my hand. Ooh, I love this. Sweet, powdery iris, cardamom, gorgeous scent. It wasn't that long ago that these fragrances were released, that he came out with like 7 of them. I don't have all 7 in a full size. I only have 2 in a full size. I have Louis Rouge and I have Louis Crown. I do have the set of the all 7 in a mini, and they look just like this, except they are about that big. They are really, really gorgeous. Let me show y'all one. These are the minis, okay? I have 7 of them, and so I have had a chance to experience all 7 fragrances, and out of the 7, I felt like Louis Crown and Louis Rouge were my faves, and these are the ones I picked up in a full-size bottle probably like a year after they were already released. He does have some extreme versions. I want to say they're called extremes. They come in an ambery bottle, and I've smelled those, and y'all, those are amazing. They are amazing, and they are on my wish list. I don't know when I'm gonna get them, but eventually they will be, at least one of them will be added to the collection, okay? At least one. Would this be considered designer? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna keep it as niche, because I mean, on paper it's screaming designer, but when it comes to that price, it's giving niche, okay? It's coming with a very high-end niche price tag, so I'm gonna say niche. The next brand that I absolutely love is the Harmonious, and this one in my hand is called Desired Earth. I just got into the Harmonious probably at the end of 2022, and I first got a discovery set of their fragrances, and I absolutely fell in love with them. You guys are probably familiar with Moon Glory. That is one of their more popular fragrances, but I have put my nose on Moon Glory. I wasn't over the top impressed with Moon Glory, even though it smells really, really good. It just reminded me a little bit of something that I already have in my collection, and I didn't go for it. But I'm gonna tell you, the two that really just wowed me was Desired Earth and Hypnotizing Fire. I have talked about Hypnotizing Fire before on my channel. Y'all know how I feel about it. It's everything, okay? It is everything. But this brand is so different and unique when it comes to their fragrances. Now, they have this feng shui vibe. They do the yin and yang type of thing, all right? So the white bottles, I feel like, I can't remember, is the yin, maybe the yang, and the black bottles is the yin. I can't remember how it goes. Please forgive me. But that is the vibes that they're giving. But their fragrances, on the other hand, extremely unique. Extremely unique. So unique and different that I feel like they're hard for a lot of people to take, to be honest with you. I feel like this brand is either a love or a hate. Like, you can't pick up a fragrance from the Harmonious at the price point and take it home and you not absolutely love it. You have to love the fragrances before you purchase it, because it's not like, oh, I'm gonna buy it and then try it out and see how it goes. No, if you're gonna do that, get you a discovery set. These are not the type of fragrances that you buy on a like. These are the type that you buy because you love. You hear what I'm saying? I don't hear a lot of people talk about this brand, which is surprising to me. Is it really surprising, girl? It's not really surprising to me, to be honest with y'all. It really isn't, because a lot of us have not evolved when it comes to fragrances. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes today, but
you stepped on mine. I apologize. I apologize to step on his feet. There ain't no apology. Let him feel what the NFL gonna feel like. Step on my damn corns again. Give me some trouble. Woo!
A lot of us are not evolved. We have not evolved, honey, when it comes to fragrances. We are still stuck on these cookie cutter fragrances, okay? I'm trying to tell you, if you are the person that wants to smell different from everybody else, check out the Harmonists. Check out the Harmonists and tell me I'm wrong. Last but not least, honey, and I just got into this brand about 3-4 months ago. It ain't been long. But Liquid's Imaginaires. Ooh, love them. And they pretty reasonable. They bottles run about 200. Well, the last time I looked, they were starting at 200, and I think they go up to like 302, something like that. But I have two from the brand. I have Blanche Bette and I have Dom Rosa Melisime. And as y'all can see, they both have pretty nice dents. I have a ton of samples. I have sampled pretty much all of their fragrances except for one, and that is Bloody Woods. I feel like I would love Bloody Woods. They don't ever have it in the store. That's the thing. So I haven't been able to get my nose on it yet. But man, I've heard some reviews on Bloody Woods, and I'm really excited. I feel like I kind of low-key, high-key want to blind buy that fragrance. I feel like I do. I don't know, I'm a hold out. I love the story behind their fragrances. Their fragrances have this very fantasy vibe. The stories are fantasy as well. Like Blanche Bette is supposed to remind you of a unicorn. It's very magical, I would say that. This is a sweet lactonic cocoa scent to me. Now, a lot of you probably would not be over the top impressed with this fragrance. It get a lot of major points with me because the longevity is amazing, number one. Number two, it smells really, really good, okay? So that alone, smell, longevity, performance, yeah, they get a lot of cool points with me. So I like Liquid's Imaginaires. I am excited to see what else they come out with because I just love, I'm not a sci-fi girl. Like, I don't like sci-fi, but I am into shows like Vampire Diaries. Baby, Vampire Diaries was my ish, okay? And I'm very much into like all the whole Twilight series. I love movies like that, like I'm a movie person. So the whole story behind Liquid Imaginaires really just like excites me, and I'm very much into that type of stuff. So I like Liquid Imaginaires a lot. Just their brand as a whole, their fragrances, I really do like their brand. And did y'all know that this, you can spray the fragrance in here and light it up and it turns into an oil? I didn't know that. I don't know if you can do it with Dom Rosa Melisime, but you can do it with Blanche Bette. I really don't have to do that because when I spray this on my skin, you feel the oils in the skin. Now, if I remember to link my video, I'll link it. My first impression video of Blanche Bette, I'll link it. But yeah, you see the oils and stuff on your skin. If you guys have explored their fragrances, comment down below. Let us know what you think about the brand and their fragrances, okay? I'm interested. Those were my current top 10 favorite niche brands, okay? Even though one is kind of suspect, the Christian Louboutin, I feel like he's giving designer, but I'm gonna let it slide, okay? We're gonna let it slide. We're gonna let it slide. Comment down below if you have any of these fragrances. Let me know your thoughts on them. What are some of your favorite niche houses or niche brands? Maybe I need to put my nose on them. Let me know down in the comments, okay? If you're into smelling good, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bells. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It's super important, you guys, for the growth of my channel. Thank you for all of my 11K subscribers, you guys. It means the world to me that you trust me when it comes to fragrances, and I just absolutely love that. Thank you guys so much for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are having a blessed day, and I hope you are smelling good doing it. I will see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.